play. Unforgettable, unpredictable. Can't leave you alone, so incredible. It's all on you. I got you alone now. What you gonna do? Can't nobody else mess with you. From your head down to your shoes. Ooh, it don't get no better than tonight. We're in heaven. This is the best night of my life. 'Cause you're a phenomenon. You're a phenomenon. Nobody does it better. I can't compare to you. It don't get no better than tonight. We're in heaven. This is the best night of my life. 'Cause you're a phenomenon. You're a phenomenon. Nobody does it better. Nothing can compare to you. Go Queens. Go, go, 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 go Queens. You like the finer things, yeah, you love it. Oh, just like an oven. Oh, they say you're hotter than July. You used to be the life of the party, but now you're broken hearted. And I just came around to wake you up. All that you need is someone to know you. Need to be treated like somebody loves you. And I don't wanna see you looking down.
What up, guys?
What's
What
happening?
Y'all looking good? Y'all looking good? Everybody
looking real relaxed over there.
We wanted to change the theme tonight, of course, to summertime is coming, spring is ending, we're getting into the summer months.
Welcome and it is Taurus season.
Taurus season.
Another season, right?
Taurus season. We ain't say another season. You said Taurus.
Aries just had their 1-2, so now we're passing it off to the Taurus, of course. So the conversation with James Billings and friends, my hosts, my buddies, my friends, Empress, how you doing? Drippy Dre.
I'm good.
What's happening? And we're missing Chef Tammy tonight. She has some things to handle. So how was everybody's weekend? Empress, how was your weekend?
Weekend was good. Early start to my birthday. Had lunch with some of my girls. Enjoyed some of the sunshine. Yesterday was beautiful.
Right.
Just kind of chilling with the family today.
Okay.
Drippy Dre, what we doing? What we doing, sir?
I'm pouring up still. I'm on weekend celebrations, libations, and celebrations and things like that. Only thing we feeling is champagne. If y'all don't know, it is my birthday celebration for the weekend, and I'm having fun with life. We celebrating life. That's it. What up with you?
Celebrating with you.
Feel good?
Man, chilling, man. Enjoying this weekend. It was a beautiful weekend here. Just got back from vacation and just enjoying life, man. Spent a couple of days down and had my toes in the sand next to some palm trees. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That really ain't a pretty scene to see my toes in the sand. So
that's why you hiding them in the sand.
Yeah, my toes was more like ostrich necks. You know how the ostrich
God.
Yeah, my toes pretty much like that. But other than that, man, got back home and just, hugged and loved my family, loved all my children. And here we are, another week in the bag. I want everybody that's tuned in now, all the people that's coming in, about to come in, please invite 10 people into the live cast for us. 10 people. We're going to give you an opportunity to invite like 10 people to the live cast. We're trying to make this thing grow. But we got some interesting things going on tonight, especially topics and things of that nature, right? And so, Empress, I'm going to give you the honor of setting the tone tonight.
Oh, Lord. All right. So, y'all ready?
Yeah. How we want to set off the conversation tonight?
So, we were talking about houses right before the show started, right? So, when I bought my house, the first person I gave the key to was my dad.
Okay.
Your dad. Okay. Yeah, give it to your house.
He has a key to my house. Yes. Y'all with that? No.
Giving them the key to. I mean, when I bought my house, I definitely didn't give the key to my mother.
Why not?
Me personally, that will not work for me. Like I'm grown. Why do my parents have the key to my house?
I have a key to their house.
I'm not in college.
I have a key to my parents' house.
As you should.
So why can't they have a key to mine?
I mean, okay, so my question to you is, what was your reason for giving your parents the key to your crib?
Anytime they're in New York, whether I'm at work or wherever I am and they need to get here, let yourself in.
Okay. But do they need a key, or can you just leave a key somewhere by the house and just say...
I don't trust leaving a key.
Okay. So you really think somebody's going to take your key before they get there and break into your house?
So I've walked into my house twice as a kid to find that it's been burglarized.
Okay, I get it.
So
you live in the hood.
And they didn't have keys.
Yeah, you live in the hood. I live where you can leave your windows down, wallet in the car, and come out the next day and it's still there.
I think I'll be like that even. I'd be like that even if I didn't, because my parents don't live in the hood.
Okay.
And like people don't close their garage, they leave the doors unlocked, and it's still the same.
That was a jokey joke. That was a jokey joke. I wasn't.
No, some places you really can't do that.
Right. Nah, me personally, my parents will not get a key to my place. I got too many things going on, and I want to know when they're coming. I just don't want to come home and my parents are sitting in my house. And I love you, Mom, and my father's not here, but excuse me, no, that's not happening. I'm grown. They don't need a key to my house. If they need to come by, I'll leave it somewhere. They can pick it up. Anybody that's watching, do you think it's okay for your parents to have a key to your house? I mean, just for GP, you're giving them just for GP, just to have it, not for purpose.
Yeah.
Nah, you too grown for that.
Has nothing to do with grown or not. My best friend has a key too.
Oh no.
And I have a key to her house.
Okay, well, see, that is okay, because my neighbor, me and him was cool. I had a key to his house, he had a key to mine, just in case I was out, and yeah, so
but we use it. Like,
so they go up in your house, and so if they need milk, they can go up in your house and be like, yo, I'll leave you a little note. Yo, I took your milk and I needed some sweet potatoes.
All right, true story. So she used to live 2 hours from work.
Right.
And she got off work before I did. I will definitely get a text message like, yo, I'm stopping at your house. I can't make it home. I have to use the bathroom. Okay.
Okay, but were you living with anybody, or are you single?
She's had keys since I bought the house. So she still has keys, and I live with my hubby up here. So nope, I have my whole family in here, family of four. She still has keys.
If that big booty woman is living in my house, ain't nobody having no key. I'm sorry, that ain't happening.
Well, maybe it works for me because I ain't got a big booty.
Well, if somebody had a key to mine, they definitely walking into a nice round derriere, and that ain't happening. So for me,
listen, she got the warning. Like, listen, if you just walk in and you see something, oh well. But
yeah. Or what if you walk in and you see your parents doing something?
That's already happened to me.
What?
Yeah.
I hope that didn't happen
in your joint, in your house.
No. Oh. We was on a cruise.
All right, because I was gonna definitely say my parents ain't getting the keys.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not with that. I wonder if anybody that's people that's in the chat, people that's tuning in, people that's getting into the room right now, is still rather early. Would you give your parents a key to your home, and why? I would only give my parents a key to my house if there was a specific purpose for them to have it. I need them to come and watch my children. I'll leave a key. I'll go drop a key off. But just for them to have it for general purposes, no, not really. My neighbor had it only because we had younger children. Only because we had younger children, and I don't have no family here. But that's my thing. That's my thing. I'm a little more private. Like, I don't need a key I don't even need a key to my mother's house. If I, honestly, I'll just knock on the door. I don't need a key to her house.
We are like, my family is very open door policy. Like, I've shown up to my aunt's house with like, no. We were gonna with like an hour notice, We are like, so my family is very. Hold on, my computer is echoing me. Yeah, so like, a key is not a big deal because we don't need to announce ourselves to come over. Like, my cousin flew up from Florida. I didn't even know she was here. She was like, "Hey, I'm in New York. Where you live?" And she showed up at my house an hour later. Like, it's just, that's how my family is.
No, that's cool. Different strokes for different folks. I mean, my family, we gonna announce that we coming. Ain't nobody just, unless we all live in the same neighborhood. I just don't pop up. I just don't.
We popped up at my aunt's house in Texas.
Wow. See,
we just popped up because I remembered the address because I used to, listen how long ago it is. I used to write letters to my cousin.
Wow.
So I remembered the address, and we was driving.
I wonder how many grown people right now have keys to their mother's house.
But I'm saying,
how many grown people have their parents have keys to their house. That's
but really Amity Bay says she's giving mom a key because mom gave her a key to the house and she was grown. So she's saying her mom's was grown and she gave her a key when she was younger. So she's gonna give her mom's a key when she older to get that free run of the crib.
My dad gave me a key.
I get it.
My mom used to always tell me this is my mother house. Like, I grew up. She gave me a key though, so I might give.
Yeah, man. Family, man.
I mean, to each his own, right? Your family's the pop-up family. My family ain't the pop-up family. We just can't pop up. You know what I'm saying? I just can't go to my brother's house and pop up. I don't know what he got going on. So I'm more of I'm gonna call. But that's interesting that people feel that way. Like, I would give my mother a key for sure with a purpose, not just here's a key and come over anytime you want to. Nah, that ain't happening.
You want to know something though? Safety wise, somebody needs to have a key. And I'm gonna tell you this. a friend of mine would have died
Okay.
if it wasn't for our friend having a key. She was literally passed out in her living room.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is, if did she have a medical condition or something?
It was self-induced.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So
Copy that.
my whole point is, yeah, you know, the key thing is cool, but I guess if it's your parents, it's cool. If it's anybody else, I don't know. But where we at?
Put it this way: the people that can't pop up don't know where I live. Like,
Okay.
I don't give out my address like that. I don't have people in my house like that.
So you just giving keys out then?
No, my parents have a key, and my best friend has a key.
So you giving keys to people that can't pop up to your house is what you?
No,
Oh,
those
that's what it
people who
sounds
can't
like.
pop up don't know where I live. Like, I have other friends that can just, hey, I'm outside. Then that's not a problem. That's still a pop up, but they know where I live.
You don't want people popping up at your house unannounced?
No.
Oh, interesting.
No,
because if I did mind, you don't know where I live.
I get it.
So,
okay.
You know, make sure you have a bottle of wine or something. But
right. Okay. So let's take it from the parents. What if you are drippy? What if you are dating somebody? How soon is it to give them a key to your crib then?
All right, this is what it's.
You need a drink for that.
Yeah, definitely. Hold on. If I'm dating somebody and we gonna move in together, it got to be serious. We got to have our finances right. We got to have our motivation right. We got to have it's not a time thing at that point. It's really about where our standpoint is at and how we moving. Like with me. But I don't know. Some people be moving a little quick. I heard some crazy numbers. So, is there a time period for this, Empress?
I don't know. Like, yes and no, right?
No,
it can be like the feeling like you were saying.
Yes, I don't get it.
But I'm gonna give you the side eye. If you had a boyfriend for a month and all of a sudden he got keys, he walking in your house, girl.
What you mean?
You still don't know what the bathroom is like when he's done with it.
Nah, hold on, whoa. You and the chef said 2 weeks.
I didn't say that. Chef said.
I heard it though from some y'all females.
From chef, not me. I can't.
What was your number was short too though? What was your number?
No, it wasn't.
It was short. It wasn't long.
It wasn't. No.
It wasn't. How long was it before you gave somebody the keys?
The quickest that I've given someone keys was 3 months.
That's still short. 90 days. They got 90-day fiance.
That was 3 months. But he's also my son's father.
Okay. All right. Now that's a condition. No, what I'm saying is the realest of me, I gave 2 females keys and three females keys in my life. And it was long-term relationships where they got them keys. And it was definitely some things that we went through before them things was even given to that. But I think right now where I'm at, I learned a lesson. And I know that it takes a lot more than just giving somebody access to your house. That's like the access to your heart, your privacy, everything. It's a lot.
I got keys in like 3 weeks.
Oh, you ain't telling me.
I tried to give them back to him. So it was one of those like, meet me at my apartment. Here's the key. Let yourself in for me to do like whatever I needed to do. Cool. So then when we met up, I was like, here, take the key. He's like, nah, keep it. You sure? Keep it.
I could tell you.
Okay.
That's a big deal for me.
It is.
Giving somebody access to your home, to all your important papers, to your safe, your money, whatever you have in your, that's a big deal. So that would definitely take a while. It definitely wouldn't be no 90 days, and it damn sure wouldn't be no 3 weeks.
No.
For me, you that's something you gotta earn down the road. I gotta really have trust in you. I gotta see how you moving. I don't think 3 weeks is enough time where you can get to know somebody, and I definitely don't think 90 days is enough. Especially, well, your situation is different because you said it is your children's father. But people do it. People do it.
No, people do.
Dating. So, no.
But I can say this, for a long time, like my important documents and everything like that was at my parents' house.
Okay.
So like you wasn't really finding nothing in my house. Good luck.
Right. So Drip, how you sitting on it? Like you giving up?
I'm just saying in 3 weeks he might be a drug addict and he might come in there and rob you blind. So I mean, watch yourself and be careful on how you step, because in 3 weeks you don't know nobody. So I mean,
I said he gave it to me in 3 weeks. I wasn't robbing him.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm scared. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm just not giving nobody the access to my life like that, and let alone the access to my heart or just my availability. Like, nah, I'm unavailable. Definitely at this stage, nah.
Jessica,
I don't have to worry about that anymore.
Well, I'm gonna take a comment from the floor real quick. And Jessica said, "I have a key to my mom's, but mom didn't have a key to mine, and I don't do the pop-up thing." I hear you, because I don't do the pop-up thing either. And then she also said, "I would give her a key, but she doesn't live in the same state."
I don't either.
Mm-hmm. I would give my mother a key, and she don't live in the same state, but it would be cool because she wouldn't drive 4 hours or get here 4 hours unannounced.
I was wondering about that. I was wondering about that parent thing. What about if you give your parents the thing and they on drugs?
Your parents what?
Your parents is on drugs and they come in and rob you.
Oh my God! You know what? That's not even funny. That is some people's story. That's not even funny.
I'm saying no. Hey,
oh my God!
I'm part of me.
So I don't know. The key thing for me, that's especially with somebody I'm dating. No, that's not gonna happen. I'm not doing that right away. Right. Did I do it? Yes, I did it before, but it was about 7 months in. Okay. And they lived in another state. So it was like I knew they were coming. When they came, I might have been somewhere, and I just said, "Yo, you could, have." That was the purpose of giving.
Why not leave a key like you do for moms?
I'm just saying. I mean, I don't want nobody to
steal mom your whole life.
I didn't want nobody to steal the key like you did.
I didn't steal it.
Yeah, you didn't. I didn't want to walk into no break-ins.
Okay.
Yeah, but I had a key to her spot too. So if I came into town and she wasn't around, I could get into the place. But that's what it was really for. It wasn't like the access to, it wasn't like she lived here and anytime she just wanted to roll up, she could open the door and come in the crib. Nah.
I've done that, but it was someone that like I wasn't just dating them. We were in a relationship,
Right. Of course. Of course.
If we're just dating, no, I'm not gonna do that. You don't need that much access to me.
Right. And that, to me, that's a big deal. Really giving somebody, for me, my position is, I'm pretty sure a lot of people that's watching, they have children. And, I unless we've been together for a minute and it's a serious situation, I don't want people just being around my children. I don't want people to have access to me like that anyway. So that's a big deal for me. You know what I'm saying? Like my kids didn't even have a key to my house for a while.
No one's ever had keys to my house once I became a mom.
Okay.
Other than who I currently live with.
Got you.
So things do change when you're a parent. There's an extra layer of safety.
Drippy give up keys easy.
Drippy don't give up keys
easy.
Nah, the thing is, if you give up the keys easy, the repo game to get the key back is tough. So I don't give up.
I know how to change a lock.
Nah, I mean, you got to know how to change your lock, but you got to go through the inconvenience of that.
That's crazy.
It ain't no walk in the park.
Well, we got another comment, and that comment is from Jessica again, because we are.
Take me 10 minutes.
She said, "Yeah, at least 6 months to a year. I don't give keys easily at all, and I hear you. I wouldn't give them either. You don't know what they doing.
6 months to a year though. That's a county bid. That ain't no.
Right, but you don't know what people doing at work, man. While you at work, they all up in your house, eating your food, feet up all on your furniture, having a good old time, smoking, dumping leaves and ashes on your floor.
No, if you don't know how to act, you don't know where I live.
Nah, definitely in my world.
No, even when I first started dating somebody, I don't ever let them pick me up. I meet you where we're going.
That's very smart.
Like I don't let people know where I live. Like,
oh man, listen. after I got out of my marriage and I was dating, I didn't even want people to know where I was at. So I would go to a nearby apartment, park in the parking lot, come down the stairs like, yo, meet me here, act like I was for real. That's how I gave it up. Yeah, I'm very private. You having access I just had too many bad experiences with people being in my house. So that's just not a good thing for me. But yeah, the key thing is good. The key thing is good. So Dre, you don't have a problem giving somebody a key. Empress, you don't have a problem giving someone a key.
Nah, but I got a problem with the
That's my man. No, he can have a key.
Yes. Okay.
My man, my best friend, and my mom.
Well, okay, that's cool. Now, I'm gonna shift gears a little bit because I did want to bring up something that was happening and trending pretty good on our actual platform earlier today. We usually save these questions for the end, but I'll save one for now and one for later. How about that?
All right.
That work for y'all?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so cool. So I had put up a post and it got a lot of attention. And since we're talking about keys and couples and living together, so my question was, when first dating someone, is it okay to bring your child with you on your date? People went crazy.
Hell no.
Why not?
No, I don't need my child. Wait, I have to say the PG version, right? Wait.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely. You don't need.
I don't need my children seeing my garden tools.
Okay. I get that.
No, just like when you're first dating somebody, it's a vetting process. My child don't need to be any part of that. I'm trying to decide if I want them around me long term. So if I don't know if I want them around me long term, why would I have them around my child?
So would that be disrespectful? Say you meet a guy, you come out on a date with him, and when he pulls up, he got his daughter in the back seat. It's
his daughter? Oh geez. I would feel away.
Really?
It would make me judge his parenting.
So you would judge him. That wouldn't be a sign of him trusting you?
I wouldn't take it that way because here's how I'm gonna. How long have we known each other?
Say y'all known each other Say y'all known each other a month, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Y'all was talking for, let's say, 2 months. Y'all been talking. It's the first time y'all go out, and the first time he takes you out.
It's the first time we've gone out.
First time y'all going out on.
I would judge. I don't judge me for judging. I would judge, and the only reason because we're talking on the phone or on Facebook or however way we're communicating. Mm-hmm. You still don't know me.
So what do you think? So
you don't know if I'm crazy. You don't know if I have a filter around children. You don't know those things about me. Why would you subject your child to the test run?
So okay, Drippy.
I would judge your parenting. Yep.
You mean what I think? That's a bit much. If I pulled up on the chicken, I'd be like, yo, listen, I'm gonna take you out on a date. And I pull up and she got her kid and she's acting with the papoose and she like, let's go. We're gonna nah. What you doing with the baby though? You ain't got to sit her. I'm gonna ask a question like, because I'm gonna be concerned about that parenting because this is adult time and this is not the time for kids. And I think that you leave children in children's places. And I think that if you really can care about your child's safety, you would leave your child at home and take care of what you're going to do as an adult and not even put your child around it. You don't know me.
Right.
Well, I have a different perspective.
What's your perspective?
So, no, you don't.
Yeah, I do have a different perspective because I don't think like everybody else. So my thing is this, right? If I met someone and we talked for 2 months, and this is the first time we're going out, and we talked about going out. So obviously, in that 2 months, I'm figuring some things out about them, and I'm understanding some things out about them. They show up with their daughter. Just say if it was a woman and she showed up with her son, I wouldn't really feel offended. I'll be surprised, but I wouldn't be offended because in my eyes, I would say, okay, this is she's comfortable enough to bring her child with her. Like I wouldn't really look at it no kind of way unless I was looking to get something from her. Like, oh, maybe I'm trying to take her back to the hotel or take her back to the house. But I wouldn't look at it like that because
I wouldn't be insulted, but I would question your judgment as a parent.
I wouldn't question her parenting.
I would.
Because I would
On a date. What
I
time is
question
your
my
date?
own parenting.
What time is your date that you
say
going
the date is
over?
7:30.
And she
How
got
How
her,
old is this child?
she got
Say
her
the
kid with
child.
her.
Oh, see, y'all getting too specific. I'm
How
just
old is
coming
this
up with a
child?
scenario. Okay, so the child was like 7, 8 years
They
old.
should be in bed by 8
Should be
o'clock.
at home in bed, and they should be taken care of.
Now, whose child is in bed at 8 o'clock?
A
My
responsible
child will be in bed in
on.
5 minutes.
yo, if she got a date at 8, she's
So
not.
you telling me that's a red flag if she brings a? I don't get
To
that.
me,
I
yeah.
think it's a
I
red
don't
flag
get
because
that.
I would be like,
She just bring her
can't
child
you
around
have
anybody?
you
Why
time?
so okay, so this is what I'm saying. What am I gonna do to her and her child out?
You know what
It ain't
you
the
are
fact of
going
what
to
you're
and
gonna
not
do.
going to do.
It ain't
You
the fact
know-
of what
Because
you're
most
gonna
people
do.
saying you don't know, I don't know you. So
But that's the truth of it. You know what you're going to do and what you're not going to do, right? Because you're you.
right.
She don't know that.
Yeah,
Right.
but what I'm saying is I'm pretty sure we're gonna go to a public place.
But
That's
now
all-
you said, but you also said pull up in the car. So now I'm getting in the car with you.
No, I didn't say pull up in the car. All I
Yeah, you
said
did.
was going out on a date.
I'm saying if you're going out on a date and you can't get a babysitter, you shouldn't be going out on a date, and you should just tell them we're gonna have to reschedule and we're gonna have to have another date because I can't get.
I've
the sitter.
had to do it. Listen, man, the sitter fell through. I'm
That's
sorry.
it.
I'll make it happen. Let's do a rain
I've
check.
never had a girl be like, "Well, I'm gonna bring my baby when I pull up to the Applebee's 2 for $20, so we might have to do a 2 for $25." Like,
I
what?
had somebody tell me bring him, and I'm like, no, I'm good.
You know what?
Huh?
Y'all too judgmental to people, man. Y'all got
That's
Judgmental.
fine. But if I
Bring
don't have
the
a
baby. You
that's
just want-
fine. Because
You like
here's
the
the
kids
thing.
meal date.
I'm not dating. I wasn't dating just to date. I was dating looking for a potential partner. And in that potential partner, I'm looking for a potential parent.
right
Because
so
I
you
had
the
children.
parenting skills up front and close. What's the problem?
Yeah, but that's a skill that you just showed me you're lacking. That
How
you
are
don't
you-
have
So,
have discretion
hold on,
about
hold
who
on.
you bring your children around.
So you telling me? So hold on, because I'm not feeling the energy right now in the comments. I'm not feeling the energy in the room. Yo, what is going on with y'all people? Are y'all, so if somebody shows up with their child, you question their parenting?
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
yeah. Your kid's
Yeah.
supposed to be taken care of, and your kid's supposed to
So-
be away from what you're
so-
doing as an adult. If you're getting around somebody that's unstable, let's say you bring your kid, right?
Right.
She gets to the table, she got her kid, and I'm just sitting there. I got different expectations, and I'm like, damn, why you bring this little nigga? You can leave him with his daddy. That's my disposition
Okay.
now.
So now if that's your disposition, what I'm gonna kindly do now I'm not even gonna play the female, but if a female came off to me like that, I would kindly get up, take my son or my daughter, and I'll skedaddle.
They shouldn't be there.
Oh, wait. So you have a little one, James.
Yeah.
So sorry, Dr. Pilga, you have a little one, right?
Yes.
So you gonna go on a date and bring him
If
with a woman that you have not met in person, physically?
no, if I'm talking to somebody in 2 months and I had to bring my child, yeah, I would probably bring my child. Probably, not almost guaranteed. It depends on the conversation, though.
You
But
ain't
if I was
doing that.
comfortable enough, yeah, why wouldn't I? If I went to go meet her in the park or something, and I said,
Because
"Listen,
it's so not appropriate.
You not my mama.
you not my mama." The problem with most people, they got badass kids. That's why they saying this in the comments. Like, look at let's read this.
Don't do that. Don't try to blame it on our people that say they got bad kids.
Y'all
Don't
parenting
do
skills
that.
is bad. That's
Yo,
what
don't
it
do
is.
that.
And that's
Don't
why
do
y'all
that.
feel that way.
Don't be like that.
But you just asked me whose kid is in bed by 8 o'clock. My kid is in bed right now.
Bang.
Okay, it ain't 8
He gets
o'clock
himself
though.
up at
7:30 in
yeah,
bed.
ain't
because
8
he gets
o'clock,
up at
is it?
7:30 on school
7:30.
days.
Okay, so that's 7:30. It ain't 8 o'clock. He's in bed earlier than 8 o'clock. My point exactly.
Exactly. That's why them kids should be in bed and not on a date.
So this is one I can't win.
Oh my God, nah. If I have not met you and I'm meeting your kid and you at the same time for the first time, nah, man. You more concerned about what's
this is
between my legs than you are about.
This is a first date. This is a first date.
Yes.
First date.
This is a
Nah,
first
you-
date.
it's-
So
that's
you are more
unacceptable.
concerned about
You can't
what's
set
between
it
my
off
legs
like
than your child. Say it again,
Say that
Dre.
again.
I'm just saying you can't set it off like that. You have to set it off where y'all get accommodated and accustomed to each other before you introduce the rest of your life. I think a ground should be set before you bring around the rest of your personal counterparts. That's an add-on. That's if you make it to that next step. If you level up, I'll introduce you to my kid.
Nah, see,
that's like an appreciation thing. Like, yo, you was good enough to meet my children.
Right, my little
everybody's not gonna meet my children. Everybody's not gonna meet your children. You're not gonna bring every girl around your kid. You're not gonna bring every woman around your kid.
On every first date with me, like it's all cool.
This is how it's gonna go down. My little man gonna come. He's gonna come down to wherever we at, and he's gonna let me know if this is gonna work or not.
You raising the pimp? You raising the pimp? He picking and choosing who gonna be in the state.
That's how it's gonna be.
I just want to know what we doing. He pimping.
I mean, honestly, listen. This is what
my son gonna be my wingman.
That's what his son was. His son was picking and choosing who's staying. His son was the wingman.
Okay, so let me get to a couple of comments over here. So Deuce, I can't pronounce his last name, but Deuce O said you'll be surprised what you can find out about people. Mofos be molesters and everything. Okay, I hear you that, but they're not gonna molest your child at dinner in front of you.
How you know when you go to the bathroom at Applebee's?
Because I'm taking my son with me.
You shouldn't have brought your son, bro.
I got some sense. Maybe not a whole bunch, but I do got some. Sheeta said exactly. Reschedule. And wrong answer, Sheeta.
It's not a good time.
And Jessica said, what did Jessica say? That's different. I'm talking first date. Eminem said yes. See, Eminem said yes to what though? What did you say yes to? And then Deuces is asking, is this the first date? Yes, it's the first date. Y'all been talking for 2 months. You show up with your child. Is that bad parenting? Empress said that's bad parenting. Drippy said that's bad parenting. I don't think it's bad parenting. I think if you show up with your child, you're very comfortable.
You bringing your kid on a date is crazy.
Nah, but that's also confusing to the kids. So okay, so you go on a first date. Maybe you even go on to.
How many dates do you bring your kid on? What's the limit that you bring your kid on? Yo, I'm gonna take you on 6 dates.
And what happens when the next first date comes?
Yo, how many dates do you take your kid on? If you go on like 12 dates in a month, you bring your kid to each date?
Listen, you guys are listen. You guys got a scorecard. That's what I'm telling you. Y'all both are out of order.
You thoughtin'.
Because if you love your child,
you a whole thought for the summer, and you talking about rebugging.
If I love my child, I will buy a take-home meal if he that hungry. Myself, my date don't even gotta buy it. If I love my child, I have his favorite babysitter come over and they watch movies.
I'm not.
That's how I love my child.
Right.
I'm not with all that. Y'all just, you know what it is.
Why you look? He mad.
Anyway, so
wait, Drip, do it again.
Big Drip.
Oh, that's how y'all do it. That's how y'all do it.
You bringing your kid everywhere.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's good parenting to me. I don't know about y'all, but that's good parenting to me. I don't agree with y'all, and I don't agree with anybody that disagrees with me in the comments. Period.
All right.
Now moving on to the next business at hand. Mm-hmm. What we talking about, Empress? And look at Eminem said, "Why is children on a date and still hungry?"
Because you bringing them out for the date. You bringing them out on the date just to eat. Your kid been taste testing. Your kid been taste testing diners around the country.
Please put Deuce's last comment, and then we'll move on.
Okay.
Deuce said, "I'm gonna say this. I was talking to a chick for more than 2 months, and then our first meeting, she was funky. Imagine if she had a kid and she brought the child with her. Now it's 2 funky mofos in my presence." Yo, but Deuce, you pay for the dinner though.
Right.
For both of they stinking.
That's crazy.
Now that song is playing in my head.
What song is that?
With your stinking
dividends?
Huh?
Funky dividends?
Nah, with your stinking.
We're talking to him. Dre, we're gonna talk about marriage, babes. Can we talk about some marriage?
Marriage?
Can we talk about marriage?
Yeah, meet me at the altar in the all white
dress. In the building right now.
You gonna bring your kid to the marriage thing too?
To my wedding? Oh yeah, he's a member.
What's wrong with you, Drippy?
What's wrong?
Just checking.
So I'm just gonna say this: when I get married, it's forever.
Forever,
ever. You
forever,
one of them. You one of them, huh?
What you say, Dre?
I say you should like the president. You should get 4 years, and if you make office again, you go back again. I think that's
a temporary decision.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I think you should get to renew your joint after 4 joints. If you make 4, I get to say like high school, like, okay, cool, you did good. Now we're gonna give it another 4, and we're gonna see how we gonna.
Nah, B, you married me.
What you mean?
Hold up. So the question is, so the room know what the question is.
All right.
Can you state it again? Because you didn't even state the question.
I'm sorry. All right. So should marriage be renewed every so often, like a driver's license?
Every so often, no. Should it be renewed at a certain? Not every so. Let's get.
I was getting the rest of the part, and if so,
should it be renewed?
How long is the time frame that your marriage license is good for?
Go ahead.
Well,
should your marriage license be renewable, and if so, how many years is it good for?
4 years.
Hell,
like the president. What you said?
Crazy.
What you say, Dr. Feelgood?
I ain't saying nothing. I'm talking to the people in the room. I'll get back to y'all in a second.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Empress, you said it shouldn't be renewed.
Nope, forever.
I said 4 years, like the president. Dr. Feelgood, get back to us.
I'm getting back to y'all now.
What is it?
I think they should invoke a new amendment on marriage licenses. And on a marriage license, it should have a renewable date.
For how long?
And I'm thinking after a year, you should be after every year that you're married,
1 year,
you should be able to go back, look at your marriage, and figure out if you want to renew that license or not. And if you don't, you don't. And if you do, you do. But I definitely think
1 year though.
I think things will work better if people knew that you could just walk out of the marriage easily like that. Like, no, I'm not going to renew it, baby. I'm good.
I think exactly the opposite. I think people are going to think even less of it.
Why? Why would they think less?
Because you took the gravity of it away.
What's the gravity? It's the same premise.
No, it's not the same premise. The premise is till death do us part. Not okay. I'm going to see in a year.
No. It's not that you're going to see in a year. It's just that I think it's just like anything else. You ever? Oh, so I'm gonna put it like this for the.
You never had a bad year, though. Like, what happens if you have a bad year? If you had the worst year of your life and you're married?
Pour yourself a drink, you roll yourself an L. He pours himself a drink, he rolls himself an L. Y'all go sit outside and you figure it out.
But it's just a bad year, and next year we're going to be amazing. But you gave up.
No, because after that bad year, he's like, "Wait, I get out of jail free card. I'm out."
At least if we have 4, we could see if that was just a whack year.
Well, I'm gonna read Nicole Brown's comment.
Nikki.
Yeah, Nikki, what's good, Nikki? She's like, I agree, but if you need to renew yearly, you probably shouldn't have gotten married
in the first place.
See, now, this is a misconception of what I'm saying. I'm just saying the marriage license standard should be a year. Standard.
A driver's license lasts longer than that.
He said 1 year license.
Marriage is way more serious.
What is this?
You don't want to be stuck in that joint like like a regular license. So, in my opinion, and in my humble opinion, have you ever heard of a HOA community?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, a HOA community, for people that don't know, is a homeowners association. They have rules and regulations that you have to live and abide by. And if they come by your house, they see your weeds out, they see your shutters needed painting, you're going to get notices and notifications. And see, this is what keeps things in order in the neighborhood. Now, think of this like a marriage. If somebody loves you, they are not going to take chances of not being able to be renewed. But if most people's concept of marriage, oh, he's stuck in it, I could do whatever I want. That's most.
No.
Yes, it is.
I'm just saying, for me, when I say that, I'm not saying I can do whatever I want. I still need to treat my husband like
I'm not saying you can do whatever you want. What I mean is, most women and most men think because you're married, you're stuck in the situation. Like,
no, spousal neglect is a thing, man.
Man, most people believe that. So with this renewal process for your license, Oh yeah, it's on and popping because it's gonna make people stay in order. Or guess what? You're out of here.
Yeah, listen.
You're out of here.
Yeah, listen.
I wish I had a marriage renewal on my license.
Yo, King, they say yes, deaf marriage should have an expiration date, and if you renew, you renew. LOL. But that's the laugh out loud part. But then Deuce says, Deuce said this. Deuce said, did this dude just compare marriage to a laughing my ass?
Listen, Deuce, I'm trying to give you the law and order type of thing. All I'm trying to say is some people will, this is the thing, when you buy into a, reason why I said HOA, when you buy into a HOA, there's just things you have to stick with. You dig it? Like most people stay in HOAs because it's order. You can't just do anything. You got, and then most people that don't want to kind of live in that order, like your grass got to be cut. This has to be this way. You can't have weeds. You can't.
That's not how a marriage isn't just a bunch of rules, though. A marriage is some.
It is a bunch of rules.
No, it's not. It's a responsibility.
Have you been married?
No, I haven't.
Well, here he go.
I haven't been married. No, here we go with this whole thing.
Here we go.
I haven't been married because.
So how you talking about something you never did?
I understand the commitments.
No.
Listen, King. You had a marriage that didn't last. You want to renew every year.
Gynecologists don't have a vagina. He can't tell me about mine. Knock it off, man.
Listen. He already said he wanted a male gynecologist. Listen, here goes what it boils down to, though. On some real stuff now. Listen.
Oh, you gonna do me like that? I want a male gynecologist.
Okay. I have a male gynecologist and a male OB. So because he ain't got one and never had a period and never delivered a baby, he don't know anything about mine.
No, but he can't talk about marriage if he wasn't married. Because
I can't talk about marriage.
He can talk about me delivering a baby and he's never done it.
I've never been married. I've never been married, but I understand the responsibilities of taking care of someone else's life. So what I'm saying is, when you got that commitment and you got a dedication to a person to uphold, and it has to
those are rules, homie.
But it has to be renewed.
Those are rules. Just like HOA. Those are rules.
My brother, this ain't the HOA. This is not a bunch of people telling you how you. Nobody tells you how you're supposed to raise your kid, and nobody tells you how you're supposed to rear your household. So what I'm telling you like this is, if you're supposed to take care of somebody's household and you're supposed to take care of somebody's thing, you might want to not renew your marriage, but you might not have been the one upholding your vows.
My point is,
your point is what? You ain't doing your part.
You said there's no rules. You come in it with rules. There's rules that you agree to when you taking the oath of being married. There's
rules that you agree to, but that don't mean that you're upholding your responsibility. So what I'm telling you is, if you don't want to renew and you don't renew, okay, cool. But now there should be a penalty for you not renewing and you not upholding your responsibility.
I agree with you.
Which is what Deuce Bigelow said. What's the
It's not Deuce Bigelow.
Deuce Bigelow. He said, what's the repercussions of not renewing though?
None.
You still got to get the result. You still got to get the divorce.
You still got to go through the divorce process.
No,
you still got to divide your stuff.
How's it no divorce? Man?
That's the thing. It's no divorce.
What we gonna do?
It expires.
Where do you guys live?
It don't work. It don't. Your
where do you guys live?
Your way not gonna work.
Okay, so you're married, you're living together, right? You don't renew, you're no longer married. You still stay living in the same house?
No.
Okay, so you have to go through the divorce process just to at least divide property and assets.
The whole point of being able to not renew is not having a divorce. You don't have to renew. Like you don't have.
How do you divide your assets and your properties?
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
You're not answering mine.
I am. I'm answering your question. I'm saying to you that if that's the case, so in my mind, when we talk about expiration date and renewing a marriage license, and you can renew it or not, once you say you don't renew, the relationship is over. However, you need to work out your assets will probably be the same process. I'm gonna take this, you're gonna take that.
Which is the process of divorce, dude.
Right.
No, but
it's got to be litigation.
So you're saying that if you don't want to, that's so stupid. But then why don't we even have a damn expiration date on the marriage?
You just told me, but you said it, right? If you don't renew, you're no longer married. So you have to split your assets. Who gets custody of the kids?
But that's not a divorce. That's the whole point of having an expiration date.
Okay, so you don't have a divorce paper, but the litigation is still there.
Got to split stuff up.
Is the easiest part of the divorce.
We still got to split assets.
You still got to go through every other legal process.
It's still assets. What we gonna do now? We
What
okay.
you
You
didn't
renew. You didn't renew, but there's still stuff to do. We got to do it.
Listen, I understand, right? So
what you understand? You understand you have to pay for that lawyer to under-renew. You understand that?
What I'm saying to you is this, right?
What do you say?
I'm trying to get it out, but Nicole
I wanted to come out. Because you're going to pay for that lawyer.
Hold on. I'm trying to get it out.
Wait, Dre.
I'm trying to get it out, but Deuce Bigelow's talking about what about custody of the kids, and Nicole Brown is talking about is there no divorce, and if there's no renewal, how are things divided? Let me explain that to you right now. Both of you and everybody in the room.
Let me keep my ears clear.
Yeah, and my thinking, and I'm gonna stop here and y'all can elaborate. In my thinking, if we have a choice to renew or not, if marriage licenses came with a renewal or not, if you choose not to renew, there's just no divorce. It's over. Now, whatever you need to split, you can split it.
Right, and that's the hard part.
Okay, but we still have to go through that. But I wouldn't say you don't have to renew and you got to get divorced. That don't make no sense. That's why I didn't say you
have to get divorced. You said there's no divorce. What I said was the marriage no longer exists. Great, right. You didn't renew. Cool. Where do the kids go? Where are they going to school?
Then you said divorce. Then you came.
No, and you answered that. You said there is no divorce. The marriage doesn't exist. I'm still asking, how do you split your assets where you live and the kids? Because that's when people are going through a divorce, that's what's giving them the headache, not signing a piece of paper that dissolves your marriage license. It's all the other stuff.
Well, I think this is what I'm saying. I think having an expiration date is better than going through a divorce process because it's quicker to get out of the relationship. Now, how you divide assets probably would be, and please, I spoke out of term, so I apologize, Empress. I wasn't calling you or Drippy stupid. I just said I thought the idea.
Whatever, you're stupid.
Definitely good. Well, we got that on camera, fam.
Said that's stupid. I didn't say
we got that on camera, baby.
That's stupid. So I apologize if you guys felt I said that you were stupid. The idea of having a non-renewal and a divorce to me was stupid. Like once you don't renew, it's just over. Like it ain't no divorce.
So you saying the same thing Deuce is saying, because Deuce is saying the divorce is effectively not renewing, and it's the same thing. But the problem with that I got is, what about our assets?
So where's John Wallinger?
We had John Wallace when you need him. Where's John Wallinger? But now listen, if we get divorced and in that year we had accrued $2 million worth of assets, how does that go?
Say it again.
If we get divorced and we accrue $2 million worth of assets in that year, how does that go? Well, we just gonna split that down.
I think, see, what you guys are focusing on are the essentials, right?
Yeah, because that's what counts when it's over.
But this is the other part of that, right? So I was married and I was divorced. And the process of marriage and the process of divorce is very different. It's a whole lot more to get divorced than it is to get married.
Absolutely.
It's harder to get I'm just saying the process of going through everything. So now think about this, and then we're gonna leave it on the table, and I can live with your guys' answer however you want to feel about this.
All right, Mr. I've been married. I've been married.
I've been married. Have you been married?
Ass up, because you went through some bullshit.
Don't be mad because y'all wasn't married yet.
I'm saying
wait your turn. Y'all will get married. Y'all get married.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm on the beach chilling, drinking.
Maybe I used the wrong adjective.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. You mad because you got divorced. But anyway,
I definitely ain't mad because I got divorced. But the point is, if there was a marriage license that came with a renewal, I would have signed up for that one than the regular one that they have now. Moving forward, I would sign that one for now on if I was ever to get married.
Yeah. So what you saying is you just if you get married again, you would want to get married for 1 year.
No, it's not 1 year. No. It's why this is what you're saying. It's not. Y'all keep focusing on 1 year.
What's your time period? How long do you get reelected?
So how about this? How about this? Say if they did, and I'm just speaking figuratively.
I'm listening.
Thank you. And this is for the people in the room and in the comments.
What's up?
What if you can, the same way you could create a prenuptial agreement, what if you could create a marriage license where you said, okay, we agree that we can renew our marriage license every 2 years or every 3 years. Would that be acceptable to people? You think people would agree to that?
I like it.
Here's why.
So now I live. This is I'm tapping out right after this, Empress, and y'all can have the floor.
We never been married, so we gotta listen to him.
Got it. Got you.
I'm giving y'all some damn advice. Don't make the mistakes I made or other people made. Or
whatever.
All right. Hey, listen. All I'm saying is this: it's not 1 year. You keep focusing on a year. I'm just saying it should have a renewal. Whatever you agree on.
I agree.
Some people in the comments said 5 years. You said 4 years. Empress is like, nah, once you married to me, you stuck. And that's most people's idea with marriage.
Except the divorce rate is like 53%. So they really know they ain't that stuck.
You making up these numbers like Dr. Phil Good?
No, it really is. It might have declined a little bit. It's like at 49 or something like that. But
where your statistics come from?
like stuck is figurative language. Like nobody's really stuck.
Okay.
Like you can get the divorce, obviously. But here's the thing with putting the renewal on it. It's not the year that bothers me or the 2 years or the 4 years. It's not the time frame that bothers me. It's the fact that the way that it sounds like, okay, this is a temporary thing in my life.
Nothing temporary about it.
When you tell me I have to renew it is temporary. Something that expires is temporary.
Your love ain't forever.
So our life is temporary, but we still live, don't we?
Okay.
You can't just get off this ride and get back on at your own disposal.
But that's the same thing for a marriage. For me.
Okay, so
analogy.
So to bring all things around.
Grandiose. Go ahead.
Right? To bring all things around. Let Drippy go down some of the comments. We'll woosah on it. And then we'll just state our position. You know, with it.
We got to say peace from Virginia Beach. First things first. Shout out to Virginia Beach. But yo, my dude Deuce, we're going to go back to Duke because he said, hell, what if I'm in one of the states that earns $2 million and my wife ain't do nothing, but she stay home with no kids and she get 50% of my $2 million because we ain't renew? How that work, Dr. Feelgood?
I don't even understand his question.
I'm saying he's saying
if he's the one that earned the $2 million.
I made $2 million. Shorty not working. She ain't got no job. She don't want to renew. And now, how does that work when we got to split that?
That's who you marry, homie. What you want me to do?
What you mean?
Now, do you understand that women can use this as a come up? Okay, I'm gonna marry him, and then I'm just gonna not renew and take half of what he has, and then I'm gonna go marry the next one.
No, this is what you do, Deuce. I'm gonna give you some solid advice.
Don't give him no advice because he's stuck.
I'm giving Deuce the real married man answer. Get a prenuptial agreement. Let's keep it moving.
All right, but listen, my man King Hunt said the realest. King Hunt said the realest thing. King Hunt said renewal after every 4 years and writing in the contract, whoever makes the biggest mistakes loses everything if you split. Because there's got to be a consequence for the split. I agree with King Hunt, man. He's saying some real stuff. That makes sense.
I like that. Give it up for King Hunt.
King Hunt's official.
The best answer. Now, Nicole Brown said, hurt people don't share. The process of divorce makes dividing. Oh, you read that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear you read that.
Put it up there because I seen it.
Okay, well, okay. I didn't know you read
I
that.
like that.
So my thing is this. And my thing is this. I agree with King Hunt. Do you guys agree with it? There should be some kind of consequence, right? So let's agree to disagree, because we almost coming up on the 8 o'clock hour and we still got to do the last couple standard. My thing is this: I'm all for the renewal. I'm all for it. I think it keeps things in my mind. It keeps things in order. And if people work, I think when people feel like they're stuck in it, you know, that's in my head. Most people think I'm married, he's got to be here or she's got to be here. That's just kind of what I think. Speaking to a lot of people, that's kind of what I think.
Can we read the last comment?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Put it up, please. Deuce again. Dr. Dre's prenup is in contest right now. There's no such thing as a contract.
No, he's talking about the real Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre.
Andre Young.
Oh, okay.
His prenup is in contest right now. There's no such thing as a contract that can't be broken. The most ironclad contract is, wait for it, marriage. And even that can be broken by divorce. But marriage trumps every other contract.
Look, we got one of our favorites. We love Regina.
How is Regina?
She just hopped in and she said, "Who determines the biggest mistake, though?"
Right.
The judge, Gina.
I mean, I love it. It's a great conversation. We need to carry it on, and people talk about it with your people. You know, if we could have a renewable marriage license, what the terms would be. Bring it back to your place of business, bring it back to your home, have this conversation with your people, man. We just try to do things that make people think.
Bees P up in the mother. Bees P.
Oh, bees in the house. Yeah. What did Bees say?
You heard what Bees said. Bees said.
What people don't understand is that you don't need a license to bind one another together. A contract signed and notarized between two parties is valid in all 50 states. It's all about what you agree on. Prenup is See, it's all about the dilemmas it's all these dilemmas why I live how I live.
See, and that's a different perspective. So I appreciate that. Let's get into one question and last couple standing, and we coming up on the 8 o'clock.
All right, the one question for last couple
standing. Give everybody a round of applause that's in the comments, guys.
Thank you for talking in, tuning in, and being a part of the conversation.
Right.
The one question we're gonna ask tonight.
Can we get some applause for them though?
Oh yeah.
Thank you, God. Y'all guys are hard tonight.
To spill my drink. I'm drinking. Yo, what would you pay your partner to stop doing?
What?
What would you pay your partner to stop doing?
It's nothing that he does that bothers me that much that I need to pay him to stop doing.
You need to pay him to stop making you feel good then. Yo, Dr. Feel Good, what about you? What you paying your partner to stop doing?
My situation's kind of new, and I like everything she does. So,
all right, you're not paying your partner to stop doing nothing. Listen, I'm not paying my partner to stop doing nothing because we're gonna be making money together, and we're gonna be getting it, and we're gonna have a lot of money. But yo, all right, we're gonna go to another question right quick. When your partner cleans up the house, is it up to your standards, Empress?
Yeah, I had to go outside and out in front to make sure I was in the right house the first time he cleaned up.
That's fly. Deuce Bigelow, you the man. Word of mouth. I mess with you. Dr. Feelgood. Deuce got me messed up. I'm not cleaning the crib. Dr. Feelgood, you clean the crib up?
Do I clean my crib up? Of course.
Yeah, but I wasn't asking about you, your partner.
You just said Dr. Feelgood. Do you
know,
clean
up? I was just making sure you paying attention, fam. I was making sure. I'm drinking. Yo, does your partner clean the house to your standards?
Yes. Yes, she does.
And that's my answer too, because I'm not cleaning nothing. I don't like cleaning. I'm messy. I'm foul. I'm drinking. I'm getting high. Roll one up. It's my birthday. Let's go celebrate the conversation. Keep it talking. Let's go. I love y'all. Mwah.
Hey, we out of here. 8 o'clock hour, man. Every Sunday, 7 p.m. Tune in the conversation with James Billings and friends, my friends and hosts and my buddies and my counterparts. And these knuckleheads, Empress, Drippy Dre, and Chef Candy. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure y'all come in to next week at 7 p.m. We out of here.
Dre, happy birthday.
It's so phenomenal. Yeah. It's so incredible. Yeah. Because of you, I wrote this song. Now it's on the radio. Yeah. saying, oh, let's get it right now. Oh, gotta get it right, get it right. Oh, get it on right now. Oh, gotta get it right, get it right. 'Cause your body is so hot, so hot. Gotta give you what I got. Hey, let me please, hey, let me please, hey, let me please, hey, let me please. It don't get no better than tonight. We're in heaven. This is the best night of my life. 'Cause you're a phenomenon. You're a phenomenon. Nobody does it better. Nothing can compare to you. I could take you around the world. What you waiting for? Lunch in Hollywood, dinner in New York. Expensive shoes. I know you like living it up. So sexy, girl. I'm just saying. Oh, let's get it right now. Oh, gotta get it right, get it right. Oh, get it on right now. Oh, gotta get it right, get it right. 'Cause your body is so hot, so hot. Gotta give you what I got. Hey, let me please, hey, let me please, hey, let me please, hey, let me please. It don't get no better than tonight. We're in heaven. This is the best night of my life. 'Cause you're a phenomenon. You're a phenomenon. Nobody does it better. Nothing can compare to you. 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 Something that I wanna say. Can I play? Unforgettable, unpredictable. Can't leave you alone, so incredible. It's all on you. I got you alone now. What you gonna do? Can't nobody else mess with you. From your head down to your shoes. Ooh, it don't get no better than tonight. We're in heaven. This is the best night of my life. 'Cause you're a phenomenon. You're a phenomenon. Nobody does it better. Nothing can compare to you. It don't get no better than tonight. We're in heaven. This is the best night of my life. 'Cause you're a phenomenon. You're a phenomenon. Nobody does it better. Nothing can compare to you. Go Queens. Go, go, 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 You like the finer things, yeah, you love it. Oh, just like an oven. Oh, they say you're hotter than July. You used to be the life of the party, but now you're broken hearted. And I